Welcome to the body series. So in this series I'm going to be exploring all the different body types that women have and how to dress them, some of the little do's and don'ts if you're wanting to emphasize the best parts of your body. If you don't know your body type, grab a tape measure, get into your best fitting bra and underwear and take the measurements for your bust, your natural waist, your high hip, and the fullest part of your hip and your bum. And then take those to calculator.net and it'll take all the guesswork out. It'll tell you your body type, and then you can pop back into the videos and find what works best for you. Alright, the inverted triangle. So with an inverted triangle, your shoulders and bust are wider than your hips. You do have a slightly defined waist, but you'll be very narrow through the hips and the legs. With this body type, you want to balance the silhouette by creating fullness on the bottom and staying away from anything that embellishes the size of the shoulders, so shoulder pads or any details that will just make like ruffles or frills on the sleeves or a cap sleeve that's just going to create that illusion that the shoulders are larger than they are. So with an inverted triangle, what you want is to create the illusion that the shoulders are not as large, and this would be a top that you would love and you would probably live in, is the asymmetric top, because it breaks up the appearance of the shoulder and it draws the eye down to the natural waist. And another thing about the inverted triangle, you usually have really great legs. So what I would do is I would balance the silhouette with a beautiful flared pant or jean and a nice heel to just really elongate that leg and show off what you've got. Rectangle body type. So this one is typically known as the rectangle or the athletic build. With this one, they are the easiest body type to dress. Your bust, your waist, and your hip are all relatively the same, but you can easily create the look of curves by defining the waist, adding embellishment to the top or to the hip. And you're going to have that beautiful, nice silhouette that's just going to make you look fabulous. So with the rectangle body shape, the things to stay away from would be anything that really emphasizes just that straight up and down appearance without adding anything to the waist. So what you would be looking for are structured jackets that nip in at the waist and create that beautiful defined waistline. So you can have blazers or a jacket, like a bomber jacket that ends right at that natural waist, and it just creates that emphasis right on the waist to create that beautiful silhouette. So for jeans or pants, you can pretty much get away with anything. If you're doing a low-rise jean, that's going to add nice detail at the hip and create that fullness at the hip that's going to give you a really beautiful silhouette. You can do a high waist, and that's also going to nip in at the waist and also help create that illusion of a very tiny waist. So I hope this helps you, all you rectangles out there. The pear shape, or triangle shape, or as I like to call it, bootylicious. You have a great bum. With this body type, your lower body is wider than your upper body, but you do have a very well-defined waistline. With this body type, to add balance to your silhouette, you can go for tops and jackets and dresses that have embellishments on the shoulders or in the sleeves to kind of create the appearance that you've got more volume up top. For the bottoms, I would go for high-waisted pants and skirts. This is going to hit you at that beautiful nipped-in waist, and it's going to accentuate all your best features. For this body type, I would stay away from low-rise jeans as they will hit you at one of your widest parts, and it's not going to be a flattering silhouette for you. It won't serve you well. I would stick with those high-waisted, mid-rise or high-rise pants and skirts, and something that will just accentuate your curves and not give you a baggy silhouette. A baggy silhouette will not be your friend as well for this body type. So I'd stay away from the baggy, shapeless tops, skirts, pants, and I would go for fitted, nipped-in waists. And for pants, if you're wanting to balance your silhouette, I would go for a flare or a boot cut or a trouser pant. And then for your skirts, an A-line. The apple or circle shape. With this body type, it's typically your bust is quite full and you tend to hold weight in your middle, but you have beautiful slender hips and legs. So for this body type, if you're wanting to balance your silhouette, structured pieces are your friend. So I would go for a top that just gently cascades and just skims nothing that's really skin tight. And then wear a structured jacket over top that nips in at the waist, but I would wear it open. So it kind of, from the back, it gives that beautiful silhouette, and even from the front, it comes in, and you're wearing a flowy top underneath, a skimming top underneath, and the structured piece over top is going to give you that beautiful nipped in silhouette. And then I would go for a skirt or a pant that really highlights those gorgeous legs that your body type has. So for waist, I would say go for an empire waist top. If you can find an empire waist dress or an empire waist top, this is going to be a beautiful silhouette on your body type. I would stay away from anything high-waisted or anything that accentuates just right at that natural waist. I would steer clear of those, and I would go for more low-waisted things or the empire waist. Those are going to be amazing on you. So I hope this helps you out in your shopping. 1. Go. The Hourglass body. This body is well proportioned, very balanced, full bust, full hip, and nipped in waist. So for this body type, I would steer clear of anything that doesn't show off your shape. Stay away from boxy, shapeless cuts, and go for something that is beautiful, nipped in, shows off your curves. It's going to be way more flattering. For tops, wrap top, peplum tops, anything that nips in the waist is going to be your friend. Something that shows off your curves. And for pants, I would go for a high-waisted or a mid-rise, something that hits you at that nice spot on your waist to really show off your curves. I wouldn't go for a low-rise jean because it would hit you at part of your fuller part and draw your eye down instead of up to that beautiful waist. I would also avoid an empire waist for this body type. If you can stay away from them, I would, just because they stop at a rather full spot on the bust and then they fall straight down, and that's going to create the illusion that you are actually wider in the waist than you are, and it's not going to emphasize how beautifully defined you are in the waist. So if you're an hourglass, I hope these things help you in your journey to finding the perfect wardrobe.